All right, hello everyone. So the purpose of this video is primarily just to show you how you would change between different R projects. And before we do that though, we have to remember how to kind of make a new R project to store our section 1 stuff in. And so I'm just going to do that more quickly this time since we have already done this in a previous video. So I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it section 1, simple linear regression basics. And so then within this folder, here's where I want to create my new R project. So again, we already did this before. So file, new R project, existing directory, and then I just want to browse to that directory on the RStudio server. Okay, and so this should open up a completely kind of fresh environment. And so similar to what we did last time, you could go to our Sakai site and download this section 1 zip file to your computer and upload it in the same way. And so if you do that, you should again see its contents kind of expand, excuse me, into the different handouts and R stuff and data sets that we have for this particular section. And so from here, you could start working on this handout R1B, which will be the last handout about this baseball example that we've been working with. So you could be kind of working, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And so kind of the big thing is that now if you have, like if you want to go back and work on stuff in the previous section, so maybe you want to kind of finish up project 1 because you haven't finished that quite yet. Um, it's not enough to go back and navigate in this bottom right window. You have to switch your R project back entirely. And so these R projects are meant to be a way for you to keep everything organized. And so how to do that is in this top right window. Well, there's a bunch of ways to do it, but the easiest way to do it is in this top right window to click down on this arrow and then just to click the project that you want to go back to. It should be in your recents list, which is what it is here. If it's not, then you would go to this open project and navigate to it. But since mine's right here, I'm just going to click it. You never have to save your workspace image. It doesn't really do anything useful. So you could always click don't save for that prompt. And now you're back in the kind of section 0 stuff. So you could open your project 1 and kind of continue typing and working on it or whatever. And so that's kind of the way that we have this kind of stuff organized in this class. So we want to be kind of as organized as possible, A, because who doesn't love organization, and B, because it'll really help us along in the future. The other thing that I wanted to really briefly talk about in this video is just how to change your kind of background setting. And so if you go up to Tools and down to Global Options, and then there's actually a ton of kind of stuff that you could change, but we're going to change the appearance. And so you could change this editor font size, which I'm actually going to do. Personally, I would keep it at 10. I'm only doing it just so that the screen is easier to read for everyone once we're in person. Whoa. But the cool thing at least is changing the editor theme. And so I have like my Mac and phone and all that set to dark mode. And so I really like the darker themes. I believe I have Cobalt on my desktop computer. But you could kind of click around and pick one that you think that you'll like. I will pick, ooh, this one's a little boring. I'll pick Merbivore Soft. From herbivore. No, soft. Okay. So you could pick one that you kind of like and then click apply and click OK, and you should see kind of your new theme. The last random thing that I always try to do at the beginning of the semester, since I know for some learning RStudio is kind of difficult and challenging to get started, and so we all deserve some praise. And so if you ever feel like you want praise from a computer, you could load in this praise library, which someone wrote just to give people praise, and then type in this praise function. And it'll give you some kind of praise, like you're mind-blowing, you're, oh, I'll leave on that one, you're super duper. And so that's just kind of something else random, and also it just kind of shows that we're only kind of dipping our toe into R and RStudio, but people really write packages to do all kinds of random things. And so it can be kind of fun to investigate some of that. Okay, I hope you have a great rest of your afternoon or evening or morning or whatever time of day you're choosing to work on this RStudio stuff.